My lips okay? Yes. I'm gonna go check.
Yeah, what you mean? We about to be done.
Take one.
Action.
I could stare at you for 100 years and I never blink an eye. You were beautiful.
Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Alicia Nicole. I have a special guest with me today.
It's me, Johnny Rod. Or John, or whatever she calls me on YouTube.
This is my husband and we are going to talk about how we first met. I feel like we have a very interesting story, to us at least, right?
Yep.
Okay, so.
And this year will be our 15th year anniversary, so hey, it was a good time to tell us how it all started. So I'll tell you the real story. Alicia will probably edit some things out or change it, but I'll tell you how it really went down.
You guys, there's always two sides to every story, but we're gonna let him start, okay?
Yep, which is the right side. So it was a nice warm day. I would say it was around the school year. I think I was 19 and Alicia was 17. So yeah, if that tells you anything, she was already in them streets at a young age.
Oh my God! Every time we tell this story, he tells everybody that I was in the streets. I was never, ever in the streets. If he means in the streets, that means literally driving down the street, on the street. I was never in the street, never. I just want to get that story right.
Yeah, right. Me and my friend, two Christian brothers, by the way.
Oh!
Just got finished with Bible school.
Oh!
We were headed to work. So I was outside waiting on my friend to finish, put his Bible away, get his rest of his Christian gear so we can take our Christian selves to work.
John is lying. He is lying. And we are not going to play with God like that, okay?
Ain't no playing. I'm a Christian, she's a Christian, so where's the lie? So I waved her back and she came back, and so when she actually pulled up, I was like, oh, this little girl is cute, whatever. I think one of her friends thought I was giving her back, but no, I was like, not you, but the friend.
So why? What made you choose me?
It was her pretty little eyes, pretty little eyes.
He loves my eyes.
I love her eyes.
Thank you, boo.
Well, back to my story. So,
okay.
So I got her number. We met, or talked on the phone back in them days. We talked forever. Till probably somebody fell asleep on the phone. Then your mama busting and talking about hang up the phone. Back then, it wasn't no FaceTime. It wasn't no Instagram, Snapchat. So that was the only way of communication, talking and meeting people.
And you guys, we stayed on the phone for hours, like literally, right? We would fall asleep on the phone, and it was like, you hang up, no, you hang up, you hang up, no, you hang up.
And then her mother finally, gave her the chance to meet her friends. At that time, friends, of course, couldn't say boyfriends without meeting the parents first. So mama gave her the okay for me to come over to meet her and her stepdad at that time.
I could not date prior to John. My mama was not having that. And that kind of makes sense now because I was only 17 when I met John. John was 19. Once she allowed John to come over to the house, when I, amped him up or whatever, he came over and instantly my mom was like, your eyes are so familiar. I know you from somewhere. She kept saying, it's in your eyes. Your eyes just look so familiar. I know you from somewhere. I mean, I didn't know. He didn't know either. So my mom was like, I know your parents. Is your mother's name and is your dad's name? And he said, yes, absolutely. That is my parents' name. And she was like, we grew up together. And I was like, what? And my mom was like, yeah, you guys were neighbors growing up together with one another. And I was like, that is so crazy. This is a small world. And come to find out,
I was pulling them since I was 3 years old. I had her at 3 years old.
No, he did not.
Yep. Her mom even said,
no.
She used to poke her little head over the railing on the porch, and I'll wave.
Anyway, come to find out that our whole entire family knew each other, right?
Yep. Her uncles, which actually when she moved, her and her mother moved out, her uncles stayed at the house, and I grew up knowing her uncles. Her uncles hung out around my uncle and my mother all the time. Her uncle and my uncle used to party together, hang out together. I mean, they was like best friends. Her uncle worked at the local corner grocery store, so he would always hook us up with the snacks and the pops and everything.
Yeah.
So,
ooh, that was a good time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember that corner store. My mom also said that John has a sister, and so his sister was one of my good friends, and she put that in our baby book that his sister was one of my close friends.
And now they best friends.
Yeah, basically we're like really good friends. Hey girl, if you're watching.
So after her mama met me and knew who my family, where I came from, basically, she kind of just gave us the okay to date. And from there, it was just, we did everything together. I mean, she took my car to school. She would drop me off at work. And she had my car all day.
I did. And mind you guys, I was in high school.
Yeah. So she had my car at that time.
I did. I didn't have to ride the bus.
We were always, she never rode the bus.
I didn't after that.
I remember the first thing I bought her was some Air Maxes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bought her some Air Maxes.
Yes,
bought her two-way pagers, so if anybody don't know what a two-way pager is, that was the original texting.
Yes,
it was a whole separate device outside of your cell phone that you basically text back and forth with.
After that, it was on. We were together nonstop every weekend.
Yep.
We were together.
Almost every day, because again, she dropped me off at work.
Yeah, I really did. And so from there, of course, when you're in a relationship and you're that young, it just goes up and down. So we went through the occasional breakup, makeup.
Breakups to makeups is all we do.
First you love me, then you hate me. But that's what we did, okay, y'all? We went through a lot of that, and then we found out that we were pregnant with our daughter. And so once we found out we were pregnant with our daughter, I was 19 or 18.
18, probably go.
Yeah, I think I was 18 going on 19.
So my grandmother died the year before my daughter was born. And when my daughter was born, she looked just like my grandmother. So it was like her soul was inside of my daughter. So I don't know if you ever knew that, but that's why I kind of got a special thing for my kid. My son, he reminds me so much of me, and so I love them both. So
we found out we were pregnant with our daughter, and then literally 10 months.
She gotta have it.
No, you're so sweet. Cut. 10 months later, we had our son, you guys, and that started young parent struggles.
Talk about kids growing up fast.
Kids growing up fast, and that's exactly what we did. And it was on from there. So we really just we had to figure it out. And good thing we had our parents in our life, because we had really good parents to help us and to guide us through that, because I don't think either one of us really knew what we were doing and what was in store.
Now we got married. Man, I mean, we've been building this family thing since then. For, like I said, the past 15 years. Bought 2 houses.
Yeah.
We got a brand new house now.
Yeah.
So we've been blessed with that. Our kids are grown now. I mean, grown, 22, 21 years old. And shoot, this next part of our life is just me and Alicia.
Oh,
we playing everything for just us two. Vacations, dinner. So the kids sometimes, they still live here. So hey, if y'all don't cook, y'all eat.
He ain't lying.
Y'all cook.
This is basically our love story. It's short and sweet. Yep. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna tell you everything.
No.
Just gonna tell you what we want you to hear.
But we gonna keep it real. But we know that this is the internet.
Oh yeah.
And our closest friends and family know our story. We came together and we love each other.
To death.
To death. That's no doubt. You going somewhere?
Only to the grocery store.
So I need him to be, okay? Because he knows I do not like going to the grocery store.
I ain't going nowhere. We got too much together.
Too much. I know that's right. That's it, you guys. That's how we met. If you guys like what you see.
If you want me more in the videos, Let us know in the comments. You know, I keep the comment relief.
Anyway, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, that like button, that thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.